Welcome back to part 3 and what will likely be the final episode of our extended look / complete playthrough of Super Mario Land 2. In the previous episode, we managed to collect the final of the 6 coins that we needed to enter Mario's castle, which has obviously been redecorated as Wario's castle. And we started trying to make our way through the castle, and I was just not having any luck in I guess it was the third part of the area where I had to cross the lava using those destructible skulls. What I think we're going to do, just so that we can make it all the way through to the end of the game in this episode, is I'll give it like 5-6 tries. If I still am not making it any further than that one section of the map and don't hit like a halfway point in the castle, we're going to start save scumming because I do want to beat the game today. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it started. Get on in. Yep. I like the idea that he couldn't put together these spike balls using just standard round balls, so he had to like put them together with metal bands that he riveted together. I'm assuming Wario did all that himself, right? He's a hands-on guy. Ish, right? Uh-oh. There we go. Thought the timing was kind of screwy on that. Taunting you, Fire Flower. You ain't got nothing on me. Yep. And, ooh. Alright, good. I want that extra tankable hit if we can get it from the Fire Flower. Duck. Go. Up. So are these blocks like in the original Super Mario Brothers, where all the people of Toadstool Kingdom, whatever it's called, were turned into bricks by Bowser's magic? So every time you broke a brick, basically you were killing like one of the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That's what it's called, not Toadstool Kingdom. Are these Goomba blocks? If I kill one of those blocks, I'm killing a Goomba. Does that make me a monster, even though they are, in fact, the monsters? From a certain point of view. Up. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't get it. Damn it. Well, that's why we get that extra tankable hit. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, nope. Flipped it early again. Damn it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Got it. All right, here we go. Got it. Up. Oh, damn it. The momentum f***s me every time. Because he just stops on a dime if you tap the D-pad. Oh, I hate that. Nope, we're not going. Nope, we're not going there. What? Get it. Oop. Eep. God damn it. I'm shorting jumps and trying to stop my momentum like I'm playing any other Mario game where the momentum makes sense. In this game, it just doesn't feel right. Yep. Yep. Did it again. God damn it. I mean, I beat Super Mario Brothers 3 hundreds of times. I'm so used to the momentum in those games, and this one, it just doesn't feel right. It feels off. Got it. Oh, oh, hey! Oh. Got it. Go. Got it. Alright, if we get to 40 and I haven't made it past that area with the skull bridges, we're just gonna save scum that part. Oh, oh, god damn it. What the f, man? I was on the platform and then I jumped myself off. I want to blame but myself for that. Stupid. Are you going to go in or are you going to stare at the door all day? I'm scared. Whoop. Go, 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 go. Duck. Oh. Alright, come on. Get. Go. Go. Alright, we got it. Are you gonna get on the damn platform or not, nutsack? There you go. Alright. Now, get punchy and make it through this area like a normal person. Got it. There we go. Did I just figure out the secret to getting through there safely was not touching those? You learn something new every day. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you, God! You know, a halfway point would be amazing right now, game. I know, it's asking too much. Or a fire flower. That's good too. Oh, I'm running that like a goddamn champion. Everything else has been so difficult, but not there. Alright, cool. Just run it. Yeah, we're good. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't want to know. I gotta step on it? Well, that's not doing anything, so... let's do this. Yep, got it. Oh, look at this. I gotta... uh-oh. I'm taking a hit. Damn it. Okay, so regular stomps ain't gonna do it. I gotta do a super stomp. And that may have cost me. Okay, we got him. 3. No, just 2. Whoa, whoa! Gotcha, gotcha. 4. 5, can we get 5? Boss? Hey, the final boss of the game. And I have a feeling it's gonna involve that lamp up ahead. Okay, can I get up? Thank you. Gotcha. Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Fight over? Nope, he moved. Hello, carrot. I'll take that. Very useful. Oh, he gets one. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever fought him before then. Gotcha. Gotcha. Ah, damn it. Right into him. That was the third. Hey, down. In Mario's castle, Mario has statues dedicated to himself. What an egotistical prick. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I like that. Uh-oh. Hoop! Was... Oh! He got me on the last hit! Oh, you prick. Alright, if we get back there, I'm gonna save right outside of his room. I just love the idea that Mario has, like, a statue dedicated to himself in his own castle. I'm the best! In his mind, he's like, why do I need perfection when I am perfection? That strong jawline, that beautiful thick mustache. And look at that jumping. Oh, oh, god damn it. Oh, I almost fell. Alright, wait, and go. Alright, we got it. We got it. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm gonna save scum. We're gonna get this done today. Okay, okay. So don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. God, if I had any idea. Oh, no, oh, okay. We got it. Woo! Now, do my fireballs work on Wario? I guess the easy way to find out would be to get there with my fireballs. Go. Full speed, full speed, full speed. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We got it. All right, we're going to save here. Uh-oh. Got me again. Damn it. Every time. Alright, I guess we're about to find out if the fire flower works on him. And the answer is... doesn't look like it. You don't get extra damage from doing a spin attack either, so just kill him. Alright, no reason to keep this. It's not going to help any. This might, though. Again, just a statue to his own self-appreciation, I guess would be the way I want to put it. Uh-oh. Oh. Oop. Uh-oh. No, come on, don't. Damn it. Of course, I had to do it right there. Come on, get him. Oh, that was stupid. Alright, reload. I like that there's multiple phases to it. I just kind of wish some weren't as hard to figure out as they are. Gotcha. Easy enough. Take it. I also don't understand why him stomping on the ground affects my floating. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Gotcha. Aw, damn it. Gotcha. Then you fall. Ass. Gotcha. And that'll give me another good power up here. Alright. Final room? Two. Uh-oh. Huh. Three? Is that the game? I think I just beat the game. Aw, he's so sad. He threw a shoe at me. Why are you chasing him? He left your castle. You won. Mario, you bully. And the evil magic of Wario's castle goes away and is replaced by Mario's castle. Dun 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 dun. Hey. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right. They just have the one tiny message pop up on the screen and then give you the credits. All right. It's a good game. I'm not going to complain about the quality of the game. It is a little bit on the short side, and we are going to get into that in the review phase. All right, let's go ahead and do the review phase. Let's do a round of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is that graphically, this game is a dramatic improvement over Super Mario Land 1. The character models are all bigger and more detailed, evoking the designs of Super Mario Bros. 3 in many respects. This does come at the expense of some viewable area on screen, but it is barely noticeable when you're playing the game. The level design is classic Mario through and through. The difficulty is balanced for the most part so that you'll likely make it through all the standard levels on your first try, and if you do die, it's usually your own fault. The enemies are not unusually fast, they don't use unfair or hard-to-read moves, and they're spread apart enough not to overwhelm the player. Aesthetically, the world has a fantastic amount of variety, from standard forest levels to beehives, haunted houses, the interior of a massive robot statue, the interior of a whale, even levels in space. The well of unique ideas was pretty deep in this game, especially for how short it was, and they were fun throughout. The character power-up, the carrot power-up in this game is a lot of fun to use. In fact, it's my preferred item in this game over the fire flower. Now, granted, there were plenty of areas where using the fire flower would have possibly benefited me more so than using the carrot, because they made blocks that you can destroy using the fire flower. I like that idea, but ultimately the carrot is still the preferred power-up. Having near complete control over my fall speed almost feels like cheating. But it's not an instant win item, as you can't climb vertically by flapping your ears. You can only slow your descent to barely anything. I appreciate that the bosses were all different from each other. This isn't Mario 3 or Super Mario World. You're not just beating up on Bowser's kids or whatever they were supposed to be. And none of them were impossible to figure out, with one exception, and we'll get into that in the bad. They all used pretty much easily readable patterns to take advantage of. I don't think Super Mario Land 2 invented this idea, but I do like that the Fire Flower and the Carrot count as second power-ups. So if you end up taking a hit from an enemy, you only go back to Super Mario form. You don't lose your power and go all the way back to regular Mario form. The game is fairly generous with extra lives, even if I do have a gripe about the way that coins are implemented in this game. More on that in the bad. As far as the bad, the game feels short, which isn't necessarily terrible. The game was released on a Game Boy cart, and they probably had storage limitations that they had to work around. I just wanted more levels to play. The ones they provided were fun and had great design, but there was only 32 of them, and I don't even think we saw all of them because there were quite a few secret levels that we didn't find. One of the things that I disliked about the very first Mario game was, for lack of a better term for it, the momentum lock that occurs mid-jump. If you started jumping in one direction horizontally in Mario 1 and tried to go back the other direction, the game would only allow you to slow to a stop horizontally, and then you would drop straight down. This game takes a very different approach. You can change momentum in either direction seemingly at the tap of the D-pad. Normally I would laud this, but it resulted in quite a few deaths on my part, not expecting a sudden and complete reversal of my horizontal momentum, where I would be trying to land on a platform and I thought maybe I was going a little bit too fast and I'd go over the edge, so I'd tap back in the other direction and Mario would literally go the other direction immediately. Every single time it killed me. It is a tightrope dance that Nintendo had already figured out by Mario 3 and Super Mario World, so I am a little bit baffled with this game making it feel so loose. The standard enemies don't seem as if they're experiencing the same amount of gravity as you for some reason. It's almost like they're all half full of helium. They are all very floaty, which is odd. You have a faster fall speed than all the enemies in this game. The boss fights felt fair for the most part, with the lone exception being Tatanga. They gave him an inexplicable invulnerability to stomps that felt very unfair, and honestly, it was frustrating me to no end. All the other bosses in this game, if I lost once, it was like, okay, well, I just didn't read the pattern right, I'll get it next time, and then I did beat it and moved on. And then I got to Tatanga, and he beat me, and he beat me, and he beat me, and it was like that starburst was impossible to avoid, and he didn't give you enough of a window to actually stomp on him, and if you tried stomping on him on the side of the screen, he just wouldn't take damage. They did not design that fight fairly, and it's odd because the other boss fights in this game all feel so fair and well-balanced. Why would they make one boss so unbelievably unfair and difficult? That they should not have done that. The soundtrack is too sparse and empty in spots. There were plenty of songs where it was like they started making it and then they ran out of time and just said, ship it. We got to get the game out the door. And it was definitely a downgrade from Super Mario Land 1, which had some juice to quite a few of the tracks. All of them felt like they were fleshed out in the first game. This one, there was that one squeaky song where it was like the music just kind of dropped out for 2 seconds and then it picked back up. I don't know what was going on there. The decision not to reward 1-ups for 100 coins and instead opting to have Mario use that money at a gambling house is a very strange departure from previous games. It makes collecting coins kind of a waste of time, because you're not guaranteed to get anything for your effort. You're almost better off just finding an easy 1-up location in a short level and farming that instead. And in fact, you don't even have to finish the level. You can pick up the 1-up, and if you've already beaten the level, pause and hit select and you can leave the level. And then you can go back and do it again, and do it again. And just do that until you get all the lives you want. So I don't think they did that right. As far as the ugly, there was a noticeable amount of lag whenever too many enemies or assets were on screen. It didn't happen often, likely by design, because the devs knew that the limits of the engine would make it so that if you had too much on screen, it would slow down, and they didn't want to push it. Which is why, for the most part, you see maybe one enemy on screen at a time, and that's it. But the slowdown did happen often enough for me to mention. One of the things Nintendo has been so careful about in Mario games over the years is maintaining a consistency in character and enemy design. This game strains that consistency with quite a few enemies, namely the weird animal hybrids like the fish and bird, or the cow and the bird fish enemies. You know, the bird, or the one fish that had like a beak on it, and then the fish that was like a cow. And then there was like, in the haunted mansions, there were just some eels flopping around on the ground in a haunted mansion that didn't feel like they were where they were supposed to be. They just had eels flopping around inside of a house. It made no sense. Miyamoto's approach to Mario games, or in particular the characters in Mario games, has been considered too strict at times. But if the opposite approach means more enemies like sentient pig cannons, maybe he's right to be strict. Real nitpicky, this particular item, but the Super Game Boy color palette that they put in this game makes Mario look sunburnt. You don't see it here on the end screen because he's colored with a blue color palette, but the standard model that you saw throughout the game, they gave his skin an orange tint to it. Now, I understand they had a limited color palette to work with because most of these colors are done using, I think, 4 shades of olive green on the standard Game Boy, and I think the Super Game Boy came out after Super Mario Land 2, so they didn't bake in color palettes to make use of that expanded color selection. Maybe they should have used the orange shade on his shirt and his hat instead of his skin. Just a weird choice there. All right, let's go ahead and give the game a final score. We do our score in Randars, 1 to 10. This is a Mario game, and it almost feels unfair to say that they are always going to be fantastic, but it's hard to deny the overall fun that this particular game provides, even considering the fight against Tatanga and the final level, which should be difficult. I'm not mad that they made the final level difficult. Obviously, it took me longer than it should have to figure out that if I stepped on this one switch in that corridor, it would make the fist pop out of the ceiling, but once I figured that out, it made it a lot easier to get through that area. I'm giving this game a 9. 9 Randars. The difficulty, for the most part, is just right for a game that is meant to be played in small chunks. This is a handheld release, after all. And the levels are unique and don't feel like a greatest hits compilation from prior console releases. The one area where it was little tiny Mario in a big world does feel a little bit reminiscent of the area in Super Mario Bros. 3, where everything is like macro-sized, hence the name Macro Land in this area. Best of all, the game has a save system in place, so you can continue your progress at a later time. It's not like Super Mario 3, where it was all or nothing. Either you beat Super Mario 3 in one sitting, or you had to start all over again. In this game, players could tackle a few levels, turn off the Game Boy, and continue later from where they left off. In a time where nearly every game on phone or handheld can be put to sleep, and you can do that with your Steam Decks, you can do it with your phone, you can do it with your Switch. It's hard to recognize or understand that there was a time where being able to save games on a Game Boy wasn't necessarily a guarantee, because not all the carts had a battery backup. Sometimes they had a password. Sometimes they didn't even give you that option. It was either beat it all in one sitting or you had to start over. So I think it was a very smart choice to include a battery backup in this game. That way you could play 2-3 levels, put the game down, do something else, come back to it later, and continue. It was a very smart choice to include that battery. The only real knock that I had was the length of the experience being a little bit on the short side, the loose jump momentum, and that one very unfair boss fight against Tatanga. That's it. This is still a very, very good game. 9 Randars. I'm glad we did this brief playthrough. I was expecting this third episode to go a little bit longer, but it's going to end up being one of our shorter episodes in a while. We haven't had an episode that ran in 30 minutes since probably the Sega Master System days of the channel, which were the very beginning. So if you are one of those people who likes seeing shorter episodes for the channel, good news, this week was a little bit on the short side. But yeah, this game definitely deserved to be seen in its entirety, and We could have probably all forced it into one episode, but I know some people like having shorter bite-size episodes, and we don't get those much anymore. I do have an announcement that I'm going to be putting up on the channel in the near future about a change that we're going to be making to rental regrets that may help make a change to the length of certain episodes, in particular some older games, but we'll get into that when I put the short video up about what we're going to be doing with rental regrets. For now, yeah, this one will be on a little on the short side, and then the next Nubs collection will probably go back to what my standard length is, which is usually about an hour. All right, that's going to do it for our extended look / complete playthrough of Mario Land 2. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I'll see you next time.